You're violating MTA rule regulations because you have an open container. Can you just drop it on the
Open
ground?
container where?
In your hand. Can you just drop it on the
Open
ground?
container what?
I'm not sure, but you can't.
Okay.
You just have to put it on the ground.
There's no rule being broken, and there's no law being broken. So why are you bothering me? You can't take the L? Your ego is keeping you here, right?
So, at this point, you're making...
Because you enforce laws. You're offending me. You're offending me.
That's fine.
First of all, I'm in recovery, ma'am. So for you to sit
The
here...
officers approached the man based solely on a brown paper bag and immediately acted as though he was committing a crime. Instead of arguing emotionally, the man calmly demanded to know what crime he had committed and forced the officers to justify their actions.
This is not alcohol, right?
What's your name?
It's not alcohol, right?
What's your name?
Officer Bob.
Okay, your name?
Lane.
Huh?
Theo Lane.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, but like, can you answer my question now? No?
Okay.
Alright, can you please drop that on the
Yeah.
ground?
Nah, I'm okay.
Alright. We're just asking you to drop it on the ground, sir.
I'm okay.
Yes, can you put this down, okay?
Am I detained?
You're being
For
stopped
crime?
for an open container in the transit system right now.
Stop for what crime?
You're violating MTA rule regulations because you have an open container. Can you just drop it on
Open
the ground?
container where?
In your hand. Can you just drop it on the
Open
ground?
container what?
I'm not sure, but you can't.
Okay.
You just have to put it on the ground.
The only MTA rule says you can't have it on a conveyance. I'm not on a conveyance. I'm on a platform.
Okay.
Okay?
Can you just put that on the ground?
So why are you bothering me?
Can you just put that on the ground, sir?
The encounter quickly shifted in the man's favor when the officers repeatedly implied that the drink inside the bag was alcohol. According to Terry versus Ohio, police must have specific and articulable facts supporting reasonable suspicion before detaining someone. By asking direct questions and refusing to accept assumptions as evidence, he exposed the weakness of their investigation.
I don't answer questions. How can I help you? For what crime?
Do you have like, sir?
For what crime?
You're being stopped for open.
For what crime?
Sir, can you put this down?
Open container is not a crime.
Sir, can you put this down?
No, I'm drinking it.
You're on the stop now, so you have to put
I'm on a
this down.
platform. I'm not on a train.
Yes.
Look up the MTA rules. It says open container on a conveyance. I'm not on a conveyance. For what? Why are you bothering me? Am I on a train? Am I on a bus?
I asked you.
Am I on an Omni? I don't answer questions. You answer my question. I don't have to answer your questions. Can I get your card? What crime are you bothering me for? Call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. Yeah, call your supervisor. Because right now you're harassing me.
I'm not harassing.
For no crime?
Ask you a question.
What crime are
Not
you?
harassing.
Okay, call your supervisor. Call your supervisor. If you want to go further with harassing me for no crime, call your supervisor.
If you have any question, you can call my
What are you trying to enforce right now?
I just asked you a question about
Okay.
the container.
I don't want to answer it.
Yeah. No.
I don't have to answer your questions. Do I have to answer your questions?
I asked you if it's like alcohol. You can say yes or no.
And I can remain silent too, right?
Okay.
Didn't you swear oath to protect my right to remain silent? I don't have to incriminate myself, ma'am.
The officers became increasingly frustrated when the man exercised his right to remain silent and refused to answer questions. According to Heibel versus 6th Judicial District Court, identification can only be compelled during a lawful detention supported by reasonable suspicion. His knowledge of the law prevented the officers from turning a voluntary conversation into an unlawful fishing expedition.
I didn't want to like just ask you about something.
You can ask all you want.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if
you can't demand an answer.
Yes. No. I can ask if you.
You can ask.
Decide, you can decide it. If you don't want to like answer, you cannot answer. But like,
I chose not to answer.
yeah, that's good.
And you can ask me for ID all you want. You can't demand ID because there's no crime. Is this a consensual stop, right? This is consensual?
I don't give...
Am I detained?
Give us a second, sir. We're calling.
Okay. If you don't tell me if I'm detained, I'm gonna walk away.
I'm just gonna take this.
You can't take my property. It's the 4th Amendment. You can't take my property. That's like me just coming up and taking your hand sanitizer. You can't do that. Call your supervisor.
So all I'm gonna ask you to do is just leave.
For what crime? I paid to be here.
That's fine.
Right? So what crime are you? I'm not breaking the MTA rule, and I'm not breaking a law. So why are you asking me to leave?
Because you have an open.
Okay, I can have a drink on the platform. That's why they sell. That's why they have stores.
That's not the
Man, they have stores on that platform where you can buy. Who said anything about alcohol?
You cannot have alcohol in the
Who said anything about alcohol? You did. Did I say I had alcohol? Did I say, do you do an investigation? You know what this is? You do an investigation, you know what these are? Do an investigation. Do you smell alcohol? Am I slurring my words?
No, I'm just like.
So what leads you to think that it's alcohol? What makes you think it's alcohol?
I just said like it's open container. I didn't say like open container.
It could be an open container. Both of y'all you literally just said alcohol.
I just asked you.
She just said I have alcohol.
Sir, we approach you because it's all open bottle.
Okay, that's
Not allowed
fine.
to have open bottle in trains, okay?
I can't have an open bottle on the train, ma'am. I can have an open bottle upstairs and I can have an open bottle on the platform because they have stores on the platform, ma'am.
So listen.
You just can't have an open container on the train.
All I'm asking you to do is just to leave.
I'm waiting for the train. I paid my fare to take the train. I'm not breaking any rules and I'm not breaking any laws. So I don't understand why you're still bothering me. There's no law, there's no rule being broken, and there's no law being broken. So why are you bothering me? You can't take the L. Your ego is keeping you here, right?
Sir, at this point, you're making.
Because you enforce laws. You're offending me. You're offending me. First of all, I'm in recovery, ma'am. So for you to sit here and continuously say that I'm drinking alcohol, I'm offended. So why are you still here? Why are you still here?
This is like alcohol.
Okay, and I said I don't want to answer that question. I'm offended by that question.
But
So I don't
I
feel the need to
never
answer
said that you have
it. She
alcohol.
said I have alcohol.
She said open
I
container.
said, why are you asking me to leave? She said, because you're drinking alcohol. What proof do you have it's alcohol? You smell alcohol?
So I'm sorry if I offended you. Okay. Apologize. I didn't mean to offend you. It's just you have a concealed container. So
Okay.
It's our job to like stop and ask for something.
It's your job to enforce laws.
Yes, it's a law. So it's a law.
It's a violation. It's not a law.
It's still a law.
Violations are not laws, ma'am.
Any other
Educate
questions?
yourself. Violations are not laws. And you made contact with me. So why are you asking me if I have questions? I didn't approach you. You approached me.
Because this is like our job. We care about.
You can ask questions all day, but a violation is not a law. You enforce laws, and this is civil. Anything in NTA is civil. It's not criminal.
But this is
So what are we doing here?
Approach if we see something and address it.
You can address it. We're not harassing me. You can't continuously harass
I
me.
didn't force it. I just asked
Okay.
you. This is like about
She accused me of having alcohol twice on camera, on 3 different cameras. She accused me of having alcohol.
How she said that she apologized to you. But like it's our job. If we see like it might be a violation, I have to.
You know what else is your job? What is the most important thing about your job? Can you tell me what the most important thing about your job is? To protect the Constitution, right? So why are you trying to violate my rights?
I'm not violating.
I have a 4th Amendment right to hide my identity and hide what I'm drinking. I can do that in public. Like I said, I'm not breaking any transit rules.
But if I see something, I have to still address it.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. That's what I ask you a simple question.
You can.
And what
I'm not saying you can't ask me questions. You can ask me questions all day, but you can't demand an answer. You can't say I have to
But did
answer
I
you.
force you to ask for no? I asked you several
You
times.
kind of did tell me I have to answer you. I don't have to answer you. I never have to speak to you ever. So, am I detained? Am I detained? Okay. All right. So what can I do for you?
You're good. You don't have anything to talk about anymore?
You made contact with me, ma'am.
I'm asking
You're
you,
dismissed.
do you have any more
No, you're
questions?
dismissed.
I'm dismissed?
You can go back to work. Have a nice day.
Hi, sir.
Nice.
Hi.
Hi, what's going on?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm grateful.
Awesome. What are you doing here today?
What's your name?
Officer Sanchez, it's right there.
With who?
City Poughkeepsie.
Okay.
We're
You
in
have a
City
badge
Poughkeepsie
number?
right now. 6-1, it's right here.
6-1, okay. What's up, my mans? Chilling. How are you? Happy holidays.
What are you doing here?
What's your name, sir?
Officer Machuris.
Your badge number?
60.
It's all right there.
Okay, how can I help you?
How can we help you? You're here
I
unwanted.
didn't call you, ma'am.
So, you don't own this place? The workers, the manager called? Because you're not allowed to be here right now. Do you have
Why
no
not?
business here?
Who told you that?
You don't have an appointment here?
Who told you that?
Every worker here. You don't have an appointment here, you have to leave.
Why?
Because you have no business here.
Says who? Who told you that? What do you see me
The
doing?
manager.
You're sitting.
You're sitting writing a paper.
Right.
What does it
Did
have
you know-
anything to do with appointment today?
Did you know that the First Amendment?
Do you have an appointment today? Yes or no?
Did I cut you off when you spoke, ma'am?
You have
What's the
to go.
respect?
You have no appointment here. You have to leave.
Who told you that?
The manager of the building. So we got to get up and we got to go.
No, I'm okay.
No,
I'm
you're
conducting
going
business.
to.
No,
You're going to leave.
I'm going to conduct my business in this public
You have no
entity.
business here.
Call your supervisor, please, because you're
This
running my
isn't public.
ego.
This is for appointments.
Call your
You're not-
supervisor, please, because you're running on your ego.
So,
No, I'm not
Okay.
running my ego.
Yeah.
her direct supervisor.
Are you a sergeant?
No, but because she's in field training, that makes me her direct
Okay.
supervisor.
Well, can I get a sergeant?
Well, hear me out first. Right?
Okay.
We've always had a good rapport, right?
Right.
No problems.
So you could have cut her off at any time that her ego was
Let
showing.
her trying to defuse the situation, right?
The escalating is not diffusing. De-escalating, allowing me to speak, not raising your voice at me, not coming to assumptions, right? You don't know if I have an appointment here just because they said what they say is automatically the truth.
Right.
One, freedom of the press, journalism is official business in public. I'm in a public office, right?
Okay.
Exercising my right. Freedom of the press, journalism. Through the eyes of the Supreme Court, that's official business. Okay?
Can I get in here?
Not only that, I'm submitting a complaint and a FOIA request. A FOIA request is a right.
You guys do
That
FOIA
is.
requests?
Right. So you want to violate? You want to violate two of my
You
rights?
request whatever you please.
You can't trespass me from public unless I'm committing a crime. There's a public office. Did you know
Is it
that?
protected under?
I did. And for what
That means I have a right to be. They can't. For what crime?
Yeah. So
You don't have any business.
What? Says who? I just told you 3 businesses. One, freedom of the press. A FOIA request, which is another right.
Okay.
And a complaint, that's business. That's
What are you
so
foiling?
you can't say I don't have business.
What are
no
you
more.
foiling?
Public information.
From.
A public entity. The Dutchess County Department of Health is a public entity, and I have a right to be here.
All right.
Do I not?
Do you have an appointment here?
Don't I have a right to be here?
Why do you have to do it in this building if it has nothing to do with this building?
Do I have a? Yeah. Nice to meet you.
The second encounter at the public health building revealed the same pattern of authority being asserted without a clear legal basis. According to the First Amendment, Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the press. The man explained that journalism, public records requests, and filing complaints are legitimate forms of business in a public facility. As the discussion continued, the officers struggled to explain why he could be removed from a public building without evidence of wrongdoing. The latest constitutional discussions in 2026 continue to reinforce that government officials must respect clearly established First and Fourth Amendment protections, making encounters like this a powerful reminder that knowing your rights is often the strongest defense against power-tripping behavior.